Hello, this is the Tradesight US Stocks, Futures, and Forex Market Preview for the week beginning Sunday the 21st of March 2021, ending Friday the 26th. We are past triple expiration for the first quarter of the year, which is great. Get back to work on the rest of it. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Nothing this week. Let's go through the major Forex pairs. Here's the euro dollar, the inverse of the dollar index. As usual, it doesn't really mean anything. The pound dollar, what do we have here? Yeah, flat line. Aussie dollar, nothing there. Euro, yen, pulled back a bit this week. Pound, yen. Yeah, so not much there either. Pound Swiss is what it is. I mean, it wasn't a very interesting week on the daily chart, so I don't want to get wrapped up in that. Let's look at the 30-minute candles on, let's say, the euro dollar. High to low for the week is only 120 pips, and there was like literally a spike on the Fed announcement and back. Other than that, there was nothing there. The pound dollar spike was smaller, obviously. High to low for the week, there was 180 pips, but again, you know, we made a little money a couple days. There were some days we didn't have calls. This Forex market has not been interesting, so I don't want to get too wrapped up in it. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in futures form, and as you can see, pulled back a bit late in the week, but we're still hanging here. We made new highs earlier in the week, is what it is. Like, no one cares. Crude oil down 21 cents as oil, that's fine. It comes back a bit, but you know, again, as the economy starts to heat up, oil should get back up in the 80 range, and that's fine. But here's where we're at. Gold down $3.30. S&P cash loses $2.36, so a 2-point loss. Again, on expiration Friday, that's kind of common, and that's what we expected. Was a dead day on the broad market. We got it. NASDAQ 100 up 277 points. Stocks up 35. Biotech's up 83. Russell 2000 up 19.95, so basically 20 points. Little bounces. By the way, the 13 cell signal, let me turn that off. The 13 cell signal on the Russell was right on the money again. The VIX loses 63 cents. After bouncing back up to 22.50 and more, but it was down in the teens earlier. Trend closes at 1.45, puts the 10-day moving average at 1.05. Not a signal. The NASDAQ volume was 7.6 billion. But again, keep in mind, this is options expiration volume, so it's expected to be higher. It's not real volume, and it is what it is. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 952, on the New York plus 332. Google gains $5.62. But still flat up top. Apple down 54 cents. Netflix gains $7.39. Amazon up 46.97. Tesla gains $1.71. Doesn't really matter. Most of this is not new highs or lows. It's in range for everything else. Facebook, though, trying to break out a little bit. That's kind of the more bigger move. $11.49 gain on Friday. Zoom gains $9.94. Still sitting near the lows of the last 6 months. Goldman Sachs down $3.80. This thing's been up. Obviously, TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up 83 cents. The Dow Jones, oofta. Was that? No, it's not that even. That's a bad print. It lost a little bit on Friday. Bitcoin's at 57,450, and put call ratio is what it is. All right. In terms of intraday action, I do want to show you. Let's go to the 10-minute candles for the week. So here's where we're at. Look at the ES. Started the week fairly flat. I mean, it gapped up tiny, but filled immediately. Closed higher on Monday, Tuesday. Gap up a little bit. Tried to go higher, couldn't. Closed even for the day. Wednesday gap down, basically flat. Remember, this is the Fed announcement. That's the spike. Came back up on the spike. Closed, but couldn't really close at new highs for the week. Thursday, a gap down, tried to rally, didn't quite fill the gap. Then late Thursday, sold off hard. Friday continued, even though it opened flat, continued to sell lower. Bounced a little bit. And so for the week, we lose a little bit of money on the broad market, and the NASDAQ side is about the same. So there's not much to say about most of that. It is, it is what it is. All right, in terms of economic data, let's take a look at what's coming. So nothing on Sunday. Current account, 5 a.m. Eastern time on Monday. Remember, these are all Eastern time. German BUBA monthly report at 7 on Monday. Existing home sales at 10. Credit spending out of New Zealand at 10 p.m. Monday. So we're just already to Tuesday. Average unemployment rate change, unemployment rate and claimant account change, 3 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday out of the UK. Current account out of the US, China's CB leading index, new home sales out of the US, along with Richmond Manufacturing Index, New Zealand trade balance, Australia's flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI, Japan's monetary policy meeting minutes from the last meeting, along with their SPPI, goods trade balance out of Australia, flash manufacturing PMI out of Japan. All right, into Wednesday. Again, none of this matters. We've got nothing yet. CPI, PPI, RPI out of the UK at 3 a.m. French flash services PMI and manufacturing PMI, and then German the same, broad European the same, UK the same, housing price index out of the UK. German 10-year bond auction. We've got durable goods orders in the U.S., flash services and manufacturing PMI here in the U.S., CB leading index, crude oil inventories, consumer confidence, German GfK consumer climate, the Swiss National Bank policy announcement at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, ECB economic bulletin out of Europe, M3 money supply to Europe, private loans, CB realized sales out of the UK, final GDP out of the US, the weekly, initial, and continuing jobless claims numbers here in the US, Belgian NBB business climate, natty gas out of the US, Tokyo core CPI, and then we're already into Friday. German import prices, retail sales out of the UK, German IFO business climate, Euro summit, okay? Here in the U.S. at 8:30 on Friday, we've got core PCE price index, goods trade balance, personal income and spending, preliminary wholesale inventories, and at 10, revised University of Michigan sentiment, and then daylight savings time out of Switzerland, Europe, and the UK. And then everybody's on the same time zone again. So it is what it is. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.